Are you gonna sit with us? Okay. The reason I have to do all of this is because I've gotta go to Instagram.
Okay, what are we gonna chat about? Is how we're waiting to get started.
I don't know.
We're just talking about
The weather.
Weather.
the weather and socks. Appropriate socks.
And socks. 34.94. That's a long one.
Just
So I not either.
You can. Yeah.
I'm gonna glance at it. I'm not gonna.
I will start playing around with it.
I know, so I'm like, so
How long did it take you to get to work today?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Yes.
Really appreciate that.
yeah.
You never know. Some days it's not bad, but that's okay. So,
And you cross over. How do you time?
you can come different ways. That's the thing. So I never
That's
know
not the Sydney's.
whichever one. Like up to 45, 610. Like just you guys to like pick the lesser of the evil. It's not gonna be that great. But
Well, it's hard when you can see it building and there's nothing you can do. That's what was
when
happening.
you're stunned on it.
Carrie, can you text me what is your Instagram login?
That's just my name.
And what is Carrie Josephson password?
Try Madison 0969.
That's my phone.
Yeah, good idea. Does that work?
Yes.
So is it lesser versus if I just say majority of people say it's important to have neighbors to instead of saying 94%, it's not so right.
What are you gonna say?
Code, Carrie, code. I need a code.
Are you saying
1754 is send it to you. Yeah.
062 770?
062770.
So, yeah, who you are? I was gonna talk about that too.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. No, take it. Take it. I just 74 and 90. That's why I can see it.
They're right.
And if you do the number, you can see it.
Oh,
If you don't want to use the number, don't worry about it.
They're like, quarantine, 90.
Look, we should have a tape the
I know, right? I mean, what we'll learn from this is probably there are probably some stats that we
like behind
on,
yeah.
On the
on the TV or like a sticky paper on the wall or something.
The references you look up, yeah.
Look, this trying to read. And then,
And
I
started
think it is.
Oh, no, sorry.
Most people think it is very important.
Oh, no.
Most
No,
people
we just started too.
these I think that's what happened.
90, 89, 94. Julie, your handwriting's 94%.
What does that say, Julia?
Yeah, exactly.
Just be careful. Blow it up a little bit. I know.
What stickers did we get? So we got these.
So celebration, like let's celebrate, and then we have please got it.
Okay, we have 9 seconds, and we're gonna start.
Let's still keep talking about this. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's just like a chatter that happens before we
So we have the original, the dark blue one, which is for wherever we have the celebration, patriotic.
And we got them on strips now.
Okay, we're now live. So let's
So I can
Get it
take
together?
mine home with me.
Nick.
Like a
Well, you
like a
could,
pull
it's
some
like-
out. Not the whole roll.
all right.
So
We are live, everyone.
so we're waiting for a few people to join us. So we are going to be getting started here in about 2-3 minutes. So in the meantime, thought we would play a quick game of musical chairs. So
We are not doing it. We just finally sat down.
yeah.
Right.
Uh-oh.
My
Your drink just fell.
my drink
Yeah.
just fell over. So
I don't think there's anything in it, probably. So
yeah, there's hardly anything in it.
all right.
So
So for those of you that are staying in contact with us but haven't made it to the office, we're in our office.
The TPK Lounge.
The lounge. Yep. So cheers to the lounge. And we've got our little stickers. Some of you, hopefully you guys have seen our stickers before, but they are usually on our notes. So anyway, so we were just talking about, okay, how long, what's the longest, and you guys can add a comment, and if we can see it, great. If we can't, we'll talk about it later. But what's the longest it took you to get to work today? So
Comment on any one of the channels that we're on. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. That's all we're on.
so
Correct.
wherever you're watching us, comment.
Comment away.
So for me, it took me a grueling, I think it was 14 minutes to get to the office today.
14 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was earlier today, but now what about
Just now, I had to run home, walk Maker, and then do the whole drive again. And I think now the drive took me maybe 19 minutes. So I added time to
It's
it.
about 35 this morning.
35?
It's about the same coming back. There was a little slight traffic,
Okay.
whatever reason, coming back to the office. So
Yeah, so D, you live in the Southwest, correct?
I'm in Sugar Land.
Yeah, so it takes a little bit, but it's super fast, you
super
know,
fast. Yeah.
even though Houston's super large. So, yeah, one of the things that we wanted to do just to start out, again, my name is Jody Asada. This is Kerry Josephson,
D Overstreet.
Julia Kirkpatrick.
and we are the Property
Property
Shows.
Yes.
Okay, so one of the reasons why we did this way back when was during COVID, and we did 60 days of nonstop happy hours at 6 p.m. And we found out after we stopped that that people wanted to hear from us, and so we are doing this live stream called Top of Mind. What's top of mind today? And we're going to delve into a couple topics, and we're going to talk about it and kind of just chit chat on your way home if you're driving on your way home, or if you just got home and you're cooking, or you're getting it ready for dinner or ready to go out. You can kind of listen to us and we'll yap about certain things. So, anyways, that's what we are doing now.
So we were going to highlight, I was leading up to the longest person. So Julia, how long did it take you to get to work?
Longest, not the longest person.
Yeah. Person with the longest
drive.
drive.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
2 hours.
2
2
hours. So
hours.
where do you live?
Baytown.
Baytown.
That is dedication.
40
It
miles.
is, and we certainly appreciate it.
It's
Yes,
not
you
that
do.
bad. It's like 40. It's 39 miles or something like that. But depending on traffic, it
Yeah.
can be 2 hours.
She's
hour and a half,
dedicated.
hour.
Yes.
It's never
Dedicated.
Yeah, our office is located in the heart of Memorial, so she's got to get through the Galleria and everything else
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah, she's
So-
got to fight with the downtown traffic and then the Galleria traffic just to get here. For those of you who are live in Houston.
So Joe was mentioning, we can get started.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Joe was mentioning where this was born out of, and we were sitting around talking, and just it was organic on kind of what was top of mind for us, and we thought it would be a good idea to be able to share that with our database. You know, the folks that we do business with, the folks that we serve, the people we chat with on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. But you know, what was top of mind? Because some of it is actionable from a real estate perspective, and some of it's just kind of getting to know each other, right? So thought we would first go around the room because there's some new faces to the team that we'll kind of introduce. And what I want y'all to do is give us your name and what you like to do for fun and what your favorite restaurant is. It doesn't even have to be in Houston. It'd be better because I don't know, a lot of people here won't I mean, there might be people here that aren't in Houston. So, you know, maybe we could even include if you have something outside of Houston. So,
Awesome.
so Joe Food Tour, we'll let you go first.
Joe Food Tour. Hashtag Joe Food Tour. Look on anywhere on social for that. Hashtag Joe Food Tour or Google Maps. We've started to put all our favorite places on there. So
Shameless
Name-
plug.
name-
Yes.
name Jody Asana. What was the question?
What you like to
What
do
do you
for
like
fun?
Do for fun. Well, kind of super boring. These days, I just want things simple. So that means not a lot of stuff and just a few things that I get to worry about. So that's simplicity is important for me. And then a favorite food or restaurant. Anywhere that I could eat is awesome. But some of my favorites for Viet Cajun crawfish has to be Yummies at Katy Asian Town. Definitely like a good spaghetti, and I've been trying to find a really good place for a was it Cacio Pepe? Cacio Pepe, and it's where they take the spaghetti and spit in the
Cheese
wheel.
wheel.
Yeah.
The cheese wheel. It has to be pecorino, not parmesan. No. Lombardi's is the one that I've seen here in Houston.
Okay.
All right.
So my name's Kerry Josephson, and what do I like to do for fun? We've got a pretty good core group of friends. I enjoy like hanging out with our friends and then our family. Of course, we've got a grandchild now, so it's fun watching all the changes that happen
Mhm.
in a baby as he's growing up. His name's Bray Kent. So
BK, call him
BK,
Yes.
BK. So that's a lot of fun. And then as far as eating, I'm so glad I changed the rules so we could mention someplace outside of Houston, because we had pasta in Dallas. We were just in Dallas.
Yeah.
Literally the best
Yeah.
pasta
Ever.
I've ever had in my life.
Highland Park.
It was in
Yeah.
Highland Park, which is awesome. But the pasta there, what was the name of that place? Fanchies?
Fanchi.
Thank you. Yes, I saw you.
Fancy.
too.
Okay, yeah.
Fanchi's, okay.
So it was Fanchies, and it was an Italian restaurant. I didn't think it was going to be that big a deal. And then we'd make it upstairs, and then I was worried we were underdressed, the whole 9 yards. But the pasta was incredible. I mean, like worth. Next time anybody goes to Dallas, call me. You want to go to Fanchies? I mean, that's a big.
Yeah, bolognese. I had 100-layer lasagna,
Yeah.
and it was like
Oh, it
beautiful. Yeah, it was
looks
awesome.
so pretty.
It did.
It was
It's really nice.
fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
the bolognese, what they did was, it was like two different sauces, kind of a cream and then a red sauce, and then they put the bolognese in the was it bolognese? Anyway, they put it in these little tortellinis,
They call them hats. They call them little hats.
hats, and so you would eat a little bit of the sauce and then the tortellini. And you know how a tortellini sometimes is a little hard
It's-
in the
yeah.
middle? Wasn't hard at all. I mean, it was like
Exploded.
it
in
was
your mouth.
awesome. It was worth
Just
the
like that gum with the chewy stuff.
$22. I think it cost me. Anyway, all right. So
Indeed.
D
All
Overstreet.
right, I'm
yes.
Dee. Hello, everyone. I'm Dee Overstreet. And food, let's see. I would say one of my favorite hot spots in Houston would be Mastro's. I mean,
Oh gosh. Yeah.
oh my gosh. And even tell you why. The food is incredible, but I love food coupled with live music.
Okay.
That's my thing. I love
Okay.
music. So
I didn't know they had live music there.
they do.
Really?
Yes,
That's
certain nights
awesome.
they do.
Good. Okay.
Yes, yes,
We,
yes.
we,
Some
sat
certain
by,
nights.
we just sat by the fountain. It was super loud.
And it was when they were first open, so we need to go back.
Who knows?
Yes, yes. That's one of my hot spots. I do like it.
I like that.
Mhm.
That's good.
And what was it? Name.
What you like to do?
Favorite thing to do.
And-
What should I do? I would say, let's see. Well, again, I'm a foodie, so I definitely like to, try different restaurants. But not only that, I like to try different dessert galleries.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, I love sweet treats and dessert boutiques.
Yes.
So you can find.
Okay.
And also, I love at the good tea house. But I'm
Good tea house.
Yeah.
Good.
And then outside of that, food and drinks, I like to go to museums.
Really?
I do.
What's a good museum you like
Well,
in your town?
I would say this: the one I've been to that's incredible, fantastic of all. I've been to the Louvre.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Tu parles français? Je parle français.
so yes,
Nous parlons français. Julia.
it's been some time ago.
Okay.
But yes.
Follow that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh great, I'm boring.
You're not.
Julia Kirkpatrick, and I am the assistant for the Property Joes. Let's see, what do I like to do outside of work? Which is a mom, so I like
Oh.
going to eat, like everybody else, shopping. Of
Hey.
course.
Of course.
We like family game nights, board games, video games. We like playing. What else? I can't remember what I wrote in my notes. Of course.
I love board games. I never think about doing.
Yeah, so we started Monopoly. So
That's a good idea. Yeah,
Matt
bonding too.
likes to win Monopoly all the time. Like literally no one has a chance. He buys everything and then you're out. So there's
Yep.
that. What else? So restaurant. I don't have a favorite because I like all of them. Literally, like anywhere we go, I like.
You like
That's a good one. That's good. Yeah.
Awesome.
There's been a few bad ones, but
follow
I'll say
Joe
that.
on his tour, right?
Yes.
To work.
So
So-
I'm like, where do I go? Go look at that.
Besides Monopoly, favorite family board game or card game?
Oh, there was one that we just started with my mom came, Moose Master. So
Okay.
like it's a game that prompts you to do things, and like one of them was the first person to point. You have something. So of course you're talking and you're like go, and you're like, oh crap, don't do that. or the first person to say like or anything like that. So it actually became really funny because those are just common things.
Oh, you're not supposed to do this.
You can't say Lisa.
Okay.
There's
That's
another one
hard.
where you can make up a word you don't want them to say. So one of them was don't say Maddie. So like we're all playing and then she's goofing off, so we're like Maddie go, and then of course you're out
Yeah.
for that.
That's fun.
It's fun. It was a good one.
Good.
Yeah, Savika also likes pasta.
Oh, really? Okay, good. Yes. So hopefully you've made it to Lombardi, Savika. If you're not,
Nice to meet
put it on
Make
your
it
list. Make it on your put it on your list. So, all right, top of mind. There has been so much in the news, and this is kind of why we got to where we're at. But there's been so much in the news about real estate. There's been a lot going on. In our world, it doesn't necessarily translate into everybody's world, but we think there's a lot going on in real estate. So, from the group, what's your top of mind when you're thinking about work, real estate, serving your clients, that kind of thing? Is there anything that pops up, top of mind?
Let you go first.
I'll go first. I'll tell you what's top of my mind, and then everybody else.
Right now it's sweat.
Yes, yes. So there have been all kinds of crazy things that have happened in real estate over the last couple of years, whether it's interest rates, whether it is limited inventory, which a lot of people don't know about that, but for us, there's a limited inventory. There has been challenges with people like whether it's keeping your property up and there's things like where you've seen storms around the country and things like that. But even with all the stuff, which I just find fascinating, even with all the things that can happen, I also went to a class recently where we talked about termites and how bad they can be for your property, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even with all the perils of owning a home and being responsible for the home and having to paint and everything else, that is still 74% of the people that are polled. I saw this recently. 74% of people polled said that owning a home is a priority for them. So to me, what that means to me really is as we're talking to people and as people are talking about their plans, 74% of the people we're talking to have that either as a plan to either own a home or take care of the home they have. So it's important to them. So, what about anybody else?
Awesome.
I think in what you mentioned too was the interest rates. One of the things that's kind of the hot topic right now, and the seller's position is in regards to interest rates, meaning they love the house. I'm sorry, they love their house, of course. Need more space. They need to change something to actually meet their criteria, but they're more in love with the rate, anything. The interest rate is what they're in love with. So, with that being said, and which is I get it, I understand, because as a seller, they're enjoying, they're definitely enjoying a favorable interest rate for their current mortgage, which makes sense. But at the end of the day, they still have an issue. Their home is either, they've outgrown it or they need to downsize or what have you, whatever the issue is. But they still need to move. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so they're faced with a difficult decision to make in regards to moving.
I can't remember who coined the phrase, but accidental landlord. So these people that have such a low rate, they don't want to let go of it, and they can actually afford more than one home. So now they keep this other home that they've grown out of, everything else, but the rate's just so good, they're going to rent it out.
Yeah.
And while that may fit for some people, not everybody's cut out to, Joe always says toilets at 2. Not everybody's cut out to have.
Toilets and tenants and toilets at 2 in the morning.
That's right.
Yeah.
To be a landlord.
So.
Yeah, you get to deal with the human
Management
element.
property.
Oh my gosh, I gotta run and do something.
Truly.
Especially when you
Truly.
self-manage, don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Dee brought up, they love the interest rate but not the house. That's pretty much one of the top 10 reasons that people are moving in 2024. They're wanting to upgrade. Some are wanting to move close to family. That's an important thing. Some people have what they call legacy real estate. So about 4 transactions I'm working on today are people who have passed. And so they're trying to move those properties because most of them are out of town and they don't want to mess with it. And usually the ones who pass, they leave it not updated, and so
Sure.
it's in kind of disarray. So, there's an interesting kind of mindset around all of that. So
I like that. Yeah. So top of mind on what do you think, Julia? Anything top of mind for you?
So like we were talking about earlier, is the inventory. Since we're on to our next step, we were worried about what's next. Where do we go? What do we do? Is it as bad as it was when we came here a couple of years ago? Because that was really bad.
So you moved from where?
Florida,
So you moved from Florida and you live
in Baytown.
in Baytown now. Okay. And so you're now in the process of
Potentially
Probably
moving down.
staying around Baytown for the kids in school, but other than that, like just looking around what's out there, it is a lot better than it was. And it just takes more patience now, I think, in finding something. But you guys have completely reassured me. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. Everything's
You'll be
fine.
fine.
Plan ahead.
Find
She
something.
loves that drive. So
Yeah.
Truth be told, she does work remote, you guys.
Yeah.
A lot.
Don't
We-
worry about it.
we don't kill her. That's
I
all
wouldn't
right.
do it daily. Like that would be.
We definitely appreciate when she comes
Yeah,
out.
very, very
But that's a really good point. We have not seen inventory at these rates at like such low numbers, nor have we seen such few sales since 1993. So
Well, and one of the things that the sellers, they're actually sitting on the interest rates. They sit on their loans and the interest rates, because again, they're favorable interest rates. But if they were to, go ahead and decide to move and sell, it would actually have an impact on the inventory and address that issue of having low inventory, But again, I get it as a seller. I get it.
I will say though, to your point, Julia, quite frankly, I have not had anybody that I couldn't help them find something.
Well, yeah.
So I mean,
There
may
is,
not be exactly what you want, but I will tell you when inventory was high,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't always find exactly what you wanted either. There's always like out of the 4 or 5 things, you're missing 1, maybe 2.
Right.
And so you got to figure out what they are in order of priority.
of course.
We'll find you something for sure.
The other thing that's on top of mind with things also, I'm just going to interject, is I heard this statistic that as soon as the interest rates started ratcheting up last year, 1.5 million buyers went on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And so now this year, the Federal Reserve says they're going to change rates and it's going to drop down 3 times. And it'll be interesting. We're kind of, our coach has been telling us, okay, the latter half of the year is going to be crazy.
Okay.
Why? Because as soon as the rates start ratcheting, there are people that are sitting on the fence that have been waiting and waiting and waiting for drop in prices, which hasn't happened. And so now if the rates change, they're going to jump off the fence and it's going to be kind of crazy.
It's gonna be crazy again.
Which
Yeah.
then is going to drive the pricing up. So there's going to be, if you're listening, if you're interested, it's important to get ahead of that. And they haven't, Federal Reserve has not changed rates, and they're kind of setting the stage for that to shift. And so it's quite important to get ahead of that curve before it actually happens. It's sort of like investing in that stock and you miss out because you waited and you waited, and now you're paying it a higher amount. And we get it. I mean, it's hard to make that decision of when to get in, but just realize if you get in early, you get to take a little bit more time instead of having a rush.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the opportunity of refinancing later down the pipe, most likely next year. So you kind of bite the bullet for now to get the house that you want and the timing that you want, so then next year you can get it. Otherwise, you get to be, it's like 2022, 2021 all over again. You have to pay you multiple offers, and you have to pay the gap between, and have to have extra money
Mm-hmm.
to pay between the appraisal amount and then the asking price, which is never fun. So, anyways.
Well, what I think is fascinating is that we have had so few sales, and that today we've still continue to have so few sales. Inventory is remaining low, and prices have continued to go up.
Mm-hmm.
So, whether they stabilize, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and try to forecast what prices are going to
Because
do.
he would be a trillionaire.
Exactly, right?
Predict the future. He would be selling real estate.
But we do know if more people hit the market, when rates come down, it is reasonable to think that if there's so few things to buy, the price of that thing goes up, right? So, but the other thing that there's an analyst that we follow, Logan Motoshami,
Housing
and
Wire.
Housing Wire, you would love it, or at least I do.
He's hysterical.
And,
He's a geek that makes fun of stuff.
His Instagram is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
he-
it's fun. Logan Matashami. I
yeah.
don't know how to spell
However you think.
Yeah.
But one of the things he says is that buyers are sellers, and that one of the reasons why our inventory is so tight is because interest rates haven't been stable. They've gone up, they've gone down, they've gone up, they've gone down, and it's been this rocky road. And so, if buyers are sellers, they're not necessarily going to put their home on the market and let go of the house they have until they know that rates are really not necessarily stable, but they're even.
Yeah.
And so, and we're starting to see that now. I think we're in our, I don't know, maybe fourth week of what we would consider stable. And
I thought I was a nerd.
yeah,
This one, right?
I just listen to Logan.
Yeah.
Every Monday he tells us,
And, you
tells
know,
me what this
and
is.
then he tells us, and we learn from it.
So,
It makes sense, right?
so I think, no pressure, Julia, but I think we should do a whole story on your hunt for a property. That would be awesome. Yes.
It would.
Yeah.
And congratulations, Julia, for joining us. Her husband gave her a hard time because you don't like to be on the
Video.
video.
No. I'm trying to hide and be quiet as
I
much
know.
as possible. I'm like,
So we're gonna call you out.
stop.
So she's gonna have all these videos posted in the next 6 weeks. Like we create a monster. Yeah.
She'll be like the video person. She'll be influencing.
Right. That's next.
There's a business owner, and which I'm not going to mention, but there's a business owner that we know, not located in Houston, nowhere close, so you won't figure it out. But this business owner that we spoke to, I'm trying not even to use gender here. The business owner that we're friends with, we met with this individual.
They them, is that what you're saying?
No, no, I'm just saying I don't want to give the person away. But this person, Joe mentioned to them that you should be doing video. It would blow your business up. Has nothing to do with real estate, y'all. Don't let me let go of that.
Okay.
It's not a real estate person.
Okay.
But Joe mentioned to them, this has been 2 or 3 years ago. And now that individual, because he, all right, I said he.
There it is.
He mentioned, he was like, I don't want to do video. Nobody wants to see my face on video, blah, blah, blah. You see his face on video a whole bunch now for his business. So he made it past that,
I don't know.
overcame it and stuff. And
So
so,
is that next for you in line, Julie?
so Julia, maybe doing tips on pot buys or whatever it is.
I can talk
Video.
about it.
See?
I have-
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
Get on
The
that.
whole segment of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're launching a new
A
channel.
pop by is a small token of appreciation that we bring, and usually related around a holiday or something that's going on in the month, and we pop by with our clients, our favorite people, because they're our favorite people.
Yeah.
A small token of appreciation. A pop by, nothing related to the restaurant or the strong spinach eating Popeye.
Oh, Popeyes.
We're popping by
Pop-
with treats.
pop-
Popeyes. So
If you
we're getting close to wrapping up. We're
Yes.
not gonna. We all need to go eat dinner, and y'all probably have stopped watching now. I don't know if anybody's on, but is anybody on?
Yeah, we've about 10 people
Who can we
on
say
Facebook. Savika. And
Hello, Savika.
She's still on.
Savika.
And I'm not sure we
Okay.
got some other people. So,
So as we are kind of thinking about that, so we're at the beginning of April, and I thought it might be fun before we leave. What are you looking forward to with April? I know everybody's like, crap, he's just pulling. Like, it's out of nowhere.
yeah.
No, what
He's
is
just doing it.
What are you excited for? Is there something in April that you are looking forward to? I will start to give everybody a chance to come
You
up
asked
with
the
it.
question, so he should start. answering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because so for me, I love this time of year. The weather that we have, everything like that, and I can hear myself echo, so it's distracting me. But I love this time of year, so I'm looking forward to the weather I'm looking forward to being able to eat outside. Walkmaker for another, hopefully it's another month and a half, but at least through April.
Because for those of you out there, it gets hot as Hades.
Okay.
That's starts at like 6 in the morning and doesn't end until like 11:30 at night. Like 100 degrees, 90 degrees.
And we recently moved and we don't have a backyard. So we've got a Walkmaker morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
So
In the sweltering heat.
I'm hoping that it will remain cool and
We'll lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, let's hope so. Cheers. So, okay, Joe, what are you looking forward to in April?
Oh my gosh, taxes! Get my freaking taxes done. Besides that,
You're looking forward to
I know. It's great to get it done.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it stresses me out every year. So that is my April. I know I'm super boring. Julia?
I
Julia.
don't have anything in April. Like,
She's not looking forward to anything in April.
I don't have anything going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll come back to you.
Well, I'm looking forward to April 13th because that is my birthday.
Cheers. All right. There you go.
And some good baseball, spring ball for my boys,
Spring
my
ball.
guys. Look guys.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we're gonna have a huge party at the office on the 13th. So everybody,
Is that a Friday?
Come on.
I don't know.
This is Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Yeah.
It's before taxes. So, yeah, I mean, you know.
Less stress.
Any last minute addition?
Maddie is going on a field trip to the zoo.
All right.
All right.
This
Is it the Houston Zoo?
Yes.
Actually, the Houston Zoo
I'm very
is
excited.
really nice. Yeah.
We go all the time. I love it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
My son-in-law loves
If
this.
anybody knows a zookeeper, we would like to know that so we can give Julia a behind the scenes look at those crazy animals that you can't see. We have a zookeeper friend in Dallas. That's
And they evidently they
yeah.
keep animals in the background that nobody gets to see.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know.
They're studying and all that stuff.
Not animal
It's
testing.
it's
None of that-
Jeff out of the Dallas
okay.
Zoo. So you get to see cooler things.
Really?
Yeah, I want to do that. So,
So
Okay, so
anybody that knows a Houston zookeeper,
bye.
Thank you.
We just going to the zoo.
I'm looking for a zookeeper. That-
We're
yeah,
looking
down
for
there.
her.
Yeah.
we're
Opposite.
okay. Maybe Dean, but
Maybe Dee might want to do that too for her birthday. I don't know, but she's like, no, I don't think so. Yeah.
all right. Good night, y'all.
All right.
Everybody.
All right.
Hey, we value you guys. We appreciate you
And
and
see you next time.
enjoy April. Take care.
All right. Have a good one.